Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Dan Schaefer. We want to begin with reaction to a highly anticipated report from the city of Huntsville and the Huntsville Police Department.
Every community needs to have a healthy relationship with its police department. That, I believe, is the desire of all citizens.
That was David Person from the Rosa Parks Committee, and tonight we are hearing from multiple community leaders after the city of Huntsville released its response to the Huntsville Police Citizens Advisory Council report. The report is a response to the Advisory Council's findings regarding the protests that took place in downtown Huntsville in June of 2020. The Huntsville City Council demanded the response from city administrators several weeks ago. The report was supposed to outline policy changes the police department would make to prevent another chaotic protest like the one we saw last summer. WAAY31's Alexis Scott spoke with local and city leaders and heard their reaction to the document that actually came out. And Alexis, what's the consensus?
Yeah, well, it's still early right now, but there are several people who are still very disappointed in this 11-page report. They say it doesn't go far enough into detail into what actions the city is going to take to address the nearly dozen issues the Advisory Council report issued and talked about. But others say that this report reflects progress.
What we mostly got today was another summary of what they had presented previously to the city council.
Chad Chavez is a member of the Coalition of Criminal Justice Reform, and he told me this report didn't do the justice he thought it would. In the report, there are several areas the city touches on, intelligence gathering and training, for example, but David Person, media liaison for the Rosa Parks Committee, feels even after numerous hours of back and forth discussions, the city is still not willing to move forward with meaningful change.
They don't really believe that there were any areas that require specific improvement or adjustment.
Person and Chavez focused on three main points in the report. Many wanted a deeper dive into the suggestion that additional police training would help. Now here is the city's action plan regarding that. To find leaders ready to find unique solutions. Regarding the use of rubber bullets and other dispersal techniques, the city believes law enforcement did nothing wrong and did what was in the best interest of safety at the time. Quoting how they maintain balance and order in the community, and it's been done several times before. And lastly, the use of irritants like tear gas is commonly used, and this helped to create a safer environment for those involved. At the end of the day, Huntsville City Councilman Bill Kling says it's all about respect across the board, and that's what we need to work towards, transparency.
The public needs to get to understand the police better. The police needs to understand the concerns of the public better.
In conclusion, the city believes in the end what happened provided them with lessons learned. And though some are still dealing with strong feelings about the events of last summer, Kling and Chavez say there are some reasons to be hopeful.
There are a lot of positives. We just want to build upon those, take the input that we're receiving from the citizens, and make it into a better police department.
To have to work so hard, I am glad that we have at least found some people who are willing to listen to us.
Some of the good things that Kling and Chavez are talking about are actually some of the things that are in the works right now within the city, such as having more mental health personnel out and about in the streets and the talk of body cam legislation here in the city and in Madison County. Now, even though the report does not reflect everything that everyone wanted, they do think that this is a start to change, to try to have a middle ground, but they still don't believe that this report will do enough to push start the change that more people want to see here in the city. Reporting live in Huntsville at Huntsville City Hall, Alexis Scott, WAAY31 News.